It's very complex, but fascinating at the same time. What has just happened? We won the game! Dan, you did it!
Wait,
Big
did we?
brain,
We won?
You won it! You did it!
I didn't even move that piece!
You won the game! How did you do that?
Haha. What about now?
I can hear you now. Earlier I was like, I see my name in the chat, so I'm feeling like people can hear me, but I couldn't hear
God.
you. How are you doing then?
I'm good.
Is your brain already melted?
Yes, no, it has. Like, people keep telling me to get checkmate, but in the past on a different timeline, and I don't understand what's happening.
You're gonna have to explain to me how does this work, 'cause I have seen the teaser. There's an intro video of 5D chess, and I saw Hikaru trying to understand it, but I
Okay.
still don't know what's going on. They're like separate dimensions, and you can go back to the past, and there are branches.
Yeah,
And
like-
I'm confused.
It gets complicated like just real quick. Like here, let me see if I can just like share my screen to you as well.
Sure, that would be great, because currently I'm stream sniping, but I'm gonna see you with a delay.
Okay, there you go.
Perfect.
Can
Let
you
me
can
try
you see that okay?
I can see
I'm
it.
just
Let
gonna
me try to.
let me just
stop
turn on
sharing.
my mouse cursor for you. I don't know if the mouse cursor is gonna come up. Hope it does.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Let me
Okay.
try to share this on my screen to try to add it to OBS. How are
Here,
you
I'm-
doing, Dan? I was just thinking the last time we met in person was a year ago.
I know. Like it's so
too
sad.
long.
Like the last
It's
time we
too
were in
long.
person was like New Year's.
It was last New Year's. It was
Ah.
at the end of 2019. So long ago.
It's so sad. Yeah,
It's
like it's
very
been so
sad.
long.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing good though. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And thanks for inviting me to this special stream of yours talking about big brain chess.
No problem at all. I thought you might have more luck at this than me. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not sure I will be much of help, because when I was lurking at your stream, I was watching the start of your stream, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
Oh God. So just for folks in my own chat who don't know, Anna is a good friend of mine. She is also a chess professional, and she very much understands this game. Maybe not so much with time travel, but we'll take any help we can get. I solved this puzzle earlier, but I can't even remember how. I believe something that helps is you have to look at things in relation to different like branches, like world lines it can move on. So I can move this rook onto this alternate reality. But
You
no, that's not
moved
done it.
the rook to an alternate reality. Okay, sure, that's normal. That's normal. Yeah, I'm understanding this fully. Yeah.
Let me go back to like the first puzzle to see if I can explain it a bit better.
Sure.
So like what I can do is I can move this rook. So I can either move the rook normally on this chessboard, or I can move it back in time. For moving back in time, it kind of follows the piece's movement. So a rook can move like, you know, like horizontally, basically any direction. So it's like just going. It can move across realities like that into the past and stay
Yeah.
on the same spot. So what I can do is I can send it here, which creates a new world line where the rook is now here, and it's gone from this world line.
And
yeah.
that means that the rook is on multiple squares at the same time because it's multiple dimensions.
Yes. So what I can do here is if I put the rook at the top, that I believe gets me checkmate, because the rook, if it goes back in time now, it gets the king on turn 1.
Wait a second. So the solution to this puzzle is to place the rook on a square where it's not giving check, but you are saying that the king is checkmated in the past.
Yes.
Of course. Why not? This is easy.
Yeah. No, it's really straightforward. Because I believe what this does is these two kings are simultaneously being threatened across these two turns, and you have to protect your king across every single reality, otherwise you lose.
Wait, you need to protect your king in every single reality.
Yes.
And do you win by checkmate, or you need to capture the king?
You win by a checkmate, but it can be a checkmate across any one reality.
Any of the realities. I was asking about the capture because I hosted a quantum chess tournament a few weeks ago, and that's the only experience I've had that was similar. That in quantum chess you can split your piece. So imagine the queen could go to d3 and d2 at the same time. So it's on both squares. You don't know exactly where until there's a measurement. It's based on quantum concepts and the Schrodinger's cat type of story, but it's Schrodinger's king and Schrodinger's chess pieces in this case. So it's dead and alive at the same time. When you hunt down the king, you need to capture the king in quantum chess, because that's the only way you know if it's on G1 or F1 or H2, if you split the pieces between multiple squares. So that was chaotic enough, and now I see this is even more chaotic.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, just start on the explanation, like, what's the difference between 5D chess and quantum chess? Because
yeah, so in quantum chess, I think what makes it easier in quantum chess is that it's on one board, so you see only one board, and on one board, imagine that if you split your rook, then you will see like two half rooks on the two new squares. So there's like some... It fills the pieces up with liquid. Imagine all the pieces as bottles. So if it's like 100% liquid in a bottle, then it means the piece is there for sure. Then if you start splitting it, it could be like 50-50 or 25%, but it's never sure that the piece is there or not there until you measure it. And there's a measurement only if you capture a piece, so then you will know if there was something on that square or not. But in 5D chess, it's even more complex, because you're saying you need to... the objective is to checkmate, and you need to find the king in one of the dimensions.
Okay.
Right? Is that how it works? Because I'm just trying to understand it from your explanation.
Yeah, I believe you have to find the king in one dimension. I've just set up a CPU game here with no clocks or anything, so we can just try and understand it a little more.
That would be great. That would be great.
At the moment, I'm kind of just hoping that this stays as like just a regular, you know, like no reality split a while.
So for now, this is like a traditional chess game, right?
Yeah, this is just regular chess, and then something's gonna go back in time in a moment. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna take his horse when it's here, and create this other reality where there's now two of my queens.
Wait a second, how did you do that? So you went queen captures knight, and then you also moved the queen back at the same time?
So this queen saw an opportunity to take this knight like a few turns ago. And so I've moved that queen back in time, which means on this world line, there's now two queens. But on this world line, there's now no queens.
Oh my gosh. So wait, you can just decide when you travel back in time, and then it counts as your move, as your new move.
Yes, I believe so. And it can get complicated very quickly too, I think, because I think I can start layering them. So if I move this queen back again, I've now created a third reality.
What? Wait a second. Then I play chess my whole life. I've been on the Olympic team and all that stuff, but I don't know what you're doing.
So, what I did initially is I took this queen, I moved it back in time. I took this to take this horse.
Yeah.
And so this led to this reality here where there's two queens. On my next turn, what I did is I took the queen that had just moved back in time, and I moved it back in time again to the exact same moment where I took the horse again, thereby creating a third reality that's very similar to the realities before, but it's now just like 3 different games of chess on the go.
And you have 2 queens in one of those realities, or how is that
So
possible?
there's 2 queens in this reality.
Why are there 2 queens in that reality? It's because you moved and not moved the queen. So that's kind of like in quantum chess, that the queen is on both squares. Is that?
I think so.
Or how do you, like, it would be great. You just multiply your queens and you end up like with 10 queens on the board.
I mean, you can kind of do that, like, oddly enough. Like, you can also, like, pocket away your kings and just make it so it's, like, they can't take you on a certain board. So, like, on this one, for instance, like, this king,
Yeah.
He's going to be more vulnerable because I don't have a queen in this reality. So I'm going to move this king into the reality with 2 queens, create a new branch in timeline. Now I have no kings in this reality. So I don't have to worry about that one.
Wait a second. I thought I was already understanding something, and now it's completely like. How do you just make your king disappear from that dimension?
Because I think the king can. So for the king.
I'm loving this. It's so complex.
So the king can move because, of course, the king can move any square one direction. But that one square any direction also allows for him to move one reality, I believe. So what happens is, so I take that king's one move, and instead of just like saying he's going to move left or right here, I say he's going to move onto this board, and that's his movement of 1 when he travels to this other dimension.
Okay,
Thus creating another branch in reality over here, where there's now 2 kings on this board. And my king's gone from this board.
So in that dimension where there's no king, it means on that board you cannot lose the game, but on the other dimension where there are 2 kings, it's somewhat easier for your opponent to checkmate it because there are 2 kings now, and they only need to checkmate one of the kings, right? That's
the thing, yeah. And they can still bring in pieces from this board too, because they can travel back in time. With these pieces still. So like this queen is probably going to jump ship in a moment to a different dimension.
Yeah, I think I started understanding how it works.
Does it help with this view?
Do you find it helpful, this view, or which
Not
one?
particularly, I'm going to be honest with you.
And wait, so the arrows, that shows the progress you're making. So past is on the left, future or present on the right.
So this line, I believe, is the present.
See.
And the boxes are highlighted. If it's a black box, then that means you can still make a move in it, I believe.
Oh, and if it's a white box, it's just a past dimension that's already closed? Or what does it mean that you can't make moves on those boards?
I think that means it's white's turn to make a move there.
Oh. Wait a second. Wait a second. It's not only that we are in different dimensions, but on some of the boards it's your move, and on other boards it's your opponent's turn.
So you can see the boxes are highlighted with white or black borders, so that indicates whose turn it is, because it has to maintain turn order as the game progresses.
Yeah. Okay, I think I understand why they do it, because you pick the dimension where you want to make a move, and they could pick another dimension. They don't have to respond on the board where you are making the move, so it could stay their turn for the next couple of moves, and then they go back to that dimension when they want to, right?
Yes, I think so.
So like right now you're making a move on that board where I see the green squares, right? If you make a move on that board, then it's gonna be white's turn on that board in that dimension, but they don't have to make a move there. They could choose to respond on another board in a different dimension.
Well, they have to make a turn on every board where it's their turn currently.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move my horse there. Submit my moves.
Wait, what has just happened?
Okay, so he's playing about with these 2 boards. I don't know why we've abandoned these ones.
Yes.
I don't know why turns haven't been made there.
They are.
You just moved pawns, I think.
Wait, they moved both the E pawn and the D pawn, so it's 2 different. It's as if it was 2 different games, right?
Yeah. And it's my turn on both of these boards currently. I don't know why they didn't move on these boards, because these realities are still quite important, I reckon.
Yes, that's interesting how some of the branches don't continue, and what is it that makes it that they cannot continue? Especially since on one of those you have the 2 kings and the 2 queens. I wanted that board to continue. We cannot go back. Or it depends on white to make a move on that board. It's still white. Wait, no, it looks different, right? The frame.
I'm trying to work out what the purple arrows mean as well, because I just realized only some arrows are purple.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't make a turn on this board.
Yes, I don't think I understand at the moment why those branches look different. Was there any instruction about the color scheme? Why is that arrow purple and the other gray?
I can see if I hop back. Hang on.
Oh no, you had to resign to go back? I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
I did not mean
So
that.
turns and timelines. So a player makes a move while it's their turn in the present. To complete their turn, a player must make moves until the present shifts to their opponent. This can be done by taking action on multiple boards until the present advances, or by creating a timeline in the past that rewinds the present. Which timelines must be played? A player can ignore any timelines that are not needed to advance or rewind the present. If a player branches twice before their opponent branches once, the extra branches will be inactive and won't affect the present. Oh, okay, so...
Wait, that's the part, right? A player can ignore any timelines that are not needed. If a player branches twice before their opponent branches once, the extra branches will be inactive.
So 2 of those realities branches were discarded, I think, because I did the same thing twice and I just set up 2 split realities, which there's just a hard rule against that where you can't do 2 in a row. So that makes sense why some of the timelines were stopping.
I see. So
I think
you want to branch dimensions, but you also need to make sure you give a chance to your opponent to do the same, because if you do too many of those, they will become inactive, so they are not helpful. Is that what it means?
Yes.
I'm trying to understand it, but I see English words and an English sentence, but I'm not sure what it means.
Like, it all seems written out so clearly here. It's like, yeah, this is everything you need to know for timelines.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it past that.
And wait, and then it says, and won't affect the present. That they will be inactive and won't affect the present until their opponent makes more branches. Wait, does it mean that those inactive branches can still become active, or they are gone forever?
Oh, no, they can become active then, yeah. So if your opponent goes back in time, that must open up that branch.
Oh, interesting. I'm loving this. It's so confusing. I'm loving it.
Okay. Alright, let's, I will try again, just against the CPU for now.
Yeah.
Just to see if
can
I can do it.
Hello, by the way, RT's chat. I have you guys on my screen. I have your chat on the screen because I was stream sniping. Hi to everybody here over at RTGame crowd. And then by the way, I wanted to say something before I forget, because I think we haven't gotten to talk to each other on a voice call since my charity streams. And I want to tell your community that I was hosting a couple of day stream series for Thankmas, Jacksepticeye's initiative Thankmas, and on the final day, Mr. RTGame came by and he dropped loads of number 3s. 3,333.33 euros. Dan, you are so generous.
I don't mention it. No, it's grand. It's grand. Don't worry. I'm just happy to support.
That was extremely generous of you. Thank you so much for your support. That all went for Red Nose Day to Jacksepticeye's initiative. But I wasn't expecting any donations on the last day because I wasn't doing the charity streams anymore. I just had the bar on the screen to show. And then suddenly the number jumped. And because you donated so much on the final day, there was a ranking between fundraisers, and Kevin's stream did very well. He raised over 20,000 for charity, and I was just next to him on the fundraiser list. But then there were a couple of other streamers who did a better job than me, and they stood in between Kevin and me. And then you donated, and you reunited us on the fundraiser list. So double thank you for that as well. Thank you, Dan.
No problem at all. Don't mention
it.
Oh God!
Of course, it's not a competition, but it's better to stand next to Kevin than apart.
It is. It's like, get out! Like, there's just like others, like streamers who help significantly. It's like, fuck off!
Yeah.
Get out of the way!
Let me get back to my boys.
Oh God!
Thank you so much. No, honestly, you were very generous. Thank you so much.
No bother at all. Just happy to help. Oh.
So this is a new game. This is a new game. Please tell us what's going on.
Sorry?
Please tell us what's going on, because I went on story mode and I realized I missed completely what's happening in this game. Are we still in just one timeline? So this is not so far traditional chess.
I think so far it's traditional chess. Yeah. Wait, I win?
What happened? You win? Wait a second.
Hang on, I just won.
You won the game? Dan, this is what we need to do. We just go story mode. We don't know what's going on and you win because you checkmated the king in the present and past. So in the present it's a check. And in the past... Wait, how is this checkmate?
Because the queen can move any number of spaces along, it's putting it into check along here. And there's nothing that he can't protect both kings with one movement, I think. I think that's what's going on.
Wait, in traditional chess on the present board, white would be able to block the check or move the king, but you're saying that because in the past,
yes,
those pieces were on different squares. But in the past, white still had the G pawn to push. So how does this work?
So basically, so this queen, so he can easily block this one, which let's just assume that he blocks that.
Yeah.
On my next move, if he blocks that, I just move this queen back in time to this one, and because the queen will basically start here, but because it's the queen's movement, I can do a diagonal to just basically get it here.
You can get the queen to E1 because... I'm still confused. I'm so confused.
So...
Oh, goodness me, that's so cool.
Let's have a look. So you can see with the queen's movement, when it starts here, it goes a diagonal here, and then it gets the king. Like that.
That looks awesome.
And that's how the movement's working. So I've simultaneously put him in check in two timelines at once. There's no one action that you can do to counteract both of those. Therefore, I believe it is checkmate.
You're a genius, Dan.
I don't know what I did. I won by accident.
You won in like 5 moves. Or how many moves did it take? It was a very quick game. Well done. Look at you.
Well, let's do aggressive then. Come on, let's up it.
Big brain. Absolute big brain. I still am trying to digest what has just happened and you already won the game.
Oh, I moved the wrong piece. Hang on. Big brain.
Wow. This is so cool. So we just need to... We could aim for the same strategy. Just get the queen out once the pawn moves.
Just get the queen out.
Can you also checkmate in a way that the queen would be hanging? I'm wondering if that counts too. Imagine if in traditional chess the queen would be right next to the white king. He blocked it. They played knight f3 and that blocks, but I was curious if you can make a move that in traditional chess would be bad because it hangs the queen, but would it work in 5D chess?
So I mean, I'm just trying to understand the movement here, so I can go back 2 realities and like you can kind of see the diagonals spread out.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so like I'm just looking at like all the board states and it's like, does it make sense for me to go back in time? Like,
because if you go back in time, what do we gain with that? We could change, for instance, where the queen goes, or what do you think we would need to change? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
We just need to replicate your previous success. So let's see how can we do something similar. The knight is blocking the way. Maybe if we...
Just look at the L that he can do. He can move back 1 board.
What?
Because it's like 3 up and then 1 across, and that's the L.
Goodness me.
Oh, it's mind-boggling. I'm just going to move there. Oh, he's gone back in time.
So if your opponent has gone back in time, it's because... Wait, what is the knight doing on f5? How did it get there?
So, the knight... Yeah, so he moved the 3 down, and then across, I believe, one. Across one, like board like that. So it was like down and then in, if that makes sense.
Because in the past you basically make 2 moves at the same time. Because the knight was never on a square that was gonna jump to f5 in one go. That's what I'm not understanding. It feels like it's 2 moves that your opponent has just made in one go.
Well, yeah, because the knight disappears from here, but then it shows up on this new board where there's now
Yes.
3 knights.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I can just take that there. I think I can take that without consequence. Actually, no. I think if I take that, then the bishop from this world line might come over and kill my queen.
And that can happen also if they are parallel dimensions. So on the board
What?
where you were gonna capture the bishop, there's no other piece guarding the bishop, but you're saying that because there's this other dimension where the bishop is on D2 and it's defending itself. that's the story in quantum chess too. I'm recognizing a pattern finally.
Okay,
Because in
all
quantum
right.
chess, when you split
So
your
it's got
piece,
similarities to quantum
Yeah,
chess. That's
because-
good.
because that's also about the parallel universes, and when you split your piece, it can protect itself because it looks like it's on both squares.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I think I know. I think I know what I want to do here. I actually want to. I want to hop back in time and take his horse in this reality
I like it. Yes, let's do that.
because this creates a setup now with his 2 queens, and if he doesn't spot this, then I can just move this forward and win.
Exactly, that your queen will be defending itself. Hopefully. Hopefully.
I don't think he did it. Wait, I think I can just win.
You're kidding. Is that checkmate? Queen protecting itself? Wait.
I can't do that.
It doesn't let you play that move? Why would
Oh no, I have to submit more moves. That's right. Sorry, because there's another reality over here still.
Alright. So on one position, on one board, we are very close to checkmating the king. And
Yes.
hopefully they cannot take your queen because it's supported by our own queen, which was multiplied. This makes
Yes.
perfect sense.
Oh, so this is the board I'm on currently. Not that one in white. Sorry.
Can you just pick whichever you want to among the boards where it's your turn? So if it's your turn on more boards, you choose where you continue, right?
I think you have to continue on every board where you have a move.
On every board. Every time it's your turn, you need to make a move on every single board
Wait.
that has a black
what?
frame.
I think so. He just made a move though, and he didn't resolve this.
Yeah. Wait. How is it? How is that possible? That would seem like you can capture the king.
Because he pushed the present back, and that's in the future. So we need to catch up. He rewound the game.
What on earth?
So that the checkmate hasn't happened yet.
But in the future, we need to make sure that the future goes in that direction, and then White will be in trouble, right?
Yes, so if the present now catches up, then we can get it. So I just have to make a move here. I can pretty much do anything. I think he's just stalling for time. Submit. What? Wait, oh, wait, no, what happened?
I don't understand. Why is the queen gone?
Oh
Dan!
no, his bishop from this reality hopped across at a diagonal.
What? How? But that's... Wait, no, this is a dark square bishop. How did it get there? How?
So the
How?
diagonal is like diagonally but across realities, which makes it like kind of look horizontal on the final board result.
No kidding. That...
No.
How? I'm so confused by that capture.
No.
And I already thought we are on the right track and we know what's going on.
Oh my god. I can't believe you did that. Well, we have 4 realities to play on now as well.
So it's only in one reality where we lost our queen, but it was a doubled queen, like we had a second queen there. That's fine. This is
Yeah, I
still
mean-
under control, right?
I mean, it is, but he's also got 3 bishops in this game now.
Can we multiply our queen again? How did we do that? It was because you took a piece in the
I
past.
I sent a queen back. I can send it back again.
Okay, and we try to do the same?
Yes. So I pushed the present line back again.
Yes. I
Okay.
totally am understanding this. I fully comprehend what's going on, guys. Yeah, of course
this-
I sure, sure.
So this is the new world line.
Yes.
Now I need to not move my queen here because he'll just move his bishop across realities to take my queen, which is unfortunate to say the least.
Yes. And if we were to try the same strategy, it's gonna fail because of the same bishop move? Or they cannot do that anymore?
I'm trying to see like what other plays I could do. Like this queen can go back and take a pawn in this game. This queen. Oh, Anna, I'm so confused. I don't know.
I'm just curious. Maybe, do you think if we go for the same queen move there, the queen takes pawn next to the king? Do you think we will fail because of the same? Like, how many times can they do that bishop move that comes and captures the queen from another dimension?
Yeah, if I just keep lining them up here.
Yes. It's our one strategy. We have one plan.
Here's 3 queens now.
Look at that triple stack. This is great.
Okay, he can't stop them all.
Definitely they cannot stop them all. I think we're gonna win this game because of the triple stack.
I can get a 4th queen in this reality.
How did you... Oh, you're moving all the queens from other dimensions to this one board. So we put everything on this one card, right? This is the one we want to win.
4 queens. Yeah, we redirected all our queens across every reality. All of our eggs are in one basket right now.
Oh my gosh. This is great. I think with 4 queens we gotta be winning, but what happens with the other boards is that those are the boards that are missing our queens.
Yeah, we're down a lot of queens.
So our opponent will try to win on the boards in those dimensions where we don't have a queen, and we are trying to win on the board where we have 4 queens.
Oh, I accidentally moved that knight across realities. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops.
What does that mean for the other board with the 4 queens? It doesn't change it, does it?
I don't think it changes that board.
Okay, that's the only one we care about. We we have sacrificed everything for that one board.
Oh no, he's pushed the present back again.
What? So
no, he's going back in time.
Wait, Dan, does it mean that only in the future we will have 4 queens?
Yeah, we gotta wait a turn to get here. We don't have 4 queens right now. Currently, this is the only reality we can play on, which he has 2 queens on and we have none.
That's not cool. How did they do it?
Oh no.
What is going on? Can we... So what do we need to do to take the present to where we have the 4 queens? Does it just take one move and then it will automatically jump to that timeline?
I think so. The present is now up to date.
And that's where we have the 4 queens.
Oh wait, no, we have... Yeah, he's pushed it back in time again. He doesn't want us to get to the 4 queen board. He keeps delaying it.
No.
We've gone back in time again. We're now on this world line.
So, if our opponent doesn't want that position with the 4 queens, for obvious reasons, they will just keep pushing it back to the past? Can the game go like this, that we make one move to get the present to where we have the 4 queens, then they push it back to the past, and we just keep pushing it back and forth?
I think he's going to forever delay it so that we don't get to this board.
Then how can we win? How can we win?
I don't know. If I don't jump realities this time, then he can't jump realities again, I think, because he can't do it twice in a row. We know that as a rule.
You are right. Yeah, we need to make sure that they cannot jump again because it will be inactive. Very true.
Yeah. So
we just need a normal move then, right?
We just need a normal move, I believe. Yeah.
Okay,
wait.
And now?
No, okay, hang on. So that's doing something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so I didn't cover check here, but specifically I'm not covering check on this reality.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second. So our king is in a bit of a trouble.
Our king's in trouble.
Can we still parry that check? The threat against our
I've got an idea. If I pocket him.
Wait,
No.
did you put the king on another board?
I try to, but we're still in check on another board.
How many checks? Oh, this one.
How do I save it?
If we just block it with either the bishop or knight, let's say the bishop in front of our king, or yeah, either of those pieces. What?
But the problem is, I think so that queen still has check in this reality.
The queen still has check.
Yeah.
Goodness me, there are so many dimensions.
Because it can go like from here to here to here to here.
Yeah.
And then it pops in.
Natural,
unfortunately here when there's no
moves.
pawn.
Goodness me. So what is it that we need to do? We need to move the king sideways so that it wouldn't be in check? Is that what we need to do?
There's got to be some move we can do because it's not telling us the game is over.
Yeah, do you think... Yeah, let's try... I was gonna say let's try the queen move. If not, we're gonna have to move the king to the right, I guess.
It's not letting me move the king to the right because it's still coming up.
Then what is it that we can do?
I think we just have to create a different reality again.
Oh, true. We need to go back in time. You guys have
We
big
need
brain.
to go back.
You guys have big brain. I see it in both chats. Shout out to both communities being huge brains, gigantic brains, going back in time. Where do we go back in time? Which board do we want?
That's the thing we need to work out, I think. Because I'm not sure where's best. I can go further back in time, but where?
Can you choose any of the boards where it's art? Wait, why are those boards white? Faded out because we cannot choose those?
Yeah, so it can only move this way because we're not on the same timeline as those.
I see. So we have those as options.
I can move to the future. What does that do? I think so.
Does it?
What?
We are still in check? Wait. Wait,
Did that do it?
Continued, but we are still in check in the present.
I have a move over here now.
Yeah. And in that board we have fine. On that board we are okay.
Wait, and then what I can do is the queen can move back to here.
Yes.
No, but that creates another reality.
Goodness me, I'm really trying to understand this, but I don't know what to do with that king check. The queen checking our king, I mean, on that board, because that's still on this red alert. It looks like
yeah.
We haven't done anything about the check, even though we went into the future.
We specifically need to stop this. If I just move a king there.
Does it? No, we tried it. We tried that too, right?
We tried that.
Or maybe we need to do that in other dimensions, and then we can move it sideways.
Can I take the queen somehow?
That could be a solution if we had the chance to go back in time and capture the queen, because in the future it's gonna be there. How do we do that?
Can I push it real far back by just saying that we go over here? Can I just like push the timeline back?
Yeah, what does that do? Wait, what has just happened? Kill the queen in the past.
Kill the queen in the past.
What,
here?
Does it mean...
Can we kill the queen in the past? On the first move.
Yes, you guys are saying to place the queen on h4 in one of the past dimensions, and if we have our queen on h4, how will that take the queen because of this? Oh, it's like in the puzzles that you showed me that it didn't matter for the checkmate that it looks like we are not giving a check, because in different dimensions that the way it's drawn, that line, it will actually hit the queen or it will not. If we had a queen on h4, Oh, goodness me. Goodness me.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I'm scared, Ada.
I'm very scared. So that queen of ours will somehow need to capture their queen. That's the mission. How do we achieve it?
That's what he's going to do.
Is there any previous dimensions where we could have moved the queen to h4? Oh, it doesn't have coordinates. So, like, it would be a knight. Oh, you're moving to e4 or e5.
I'm trying every space. One of them's gotta work.
But I guess on this board it will not let us do it unless we can go back in the past.
We have to go to some other reality. Well, we have this one here still. This one is also active currently.
That's a good reality for us because they don't have a queen.
Yes.
What if on that board we capture, for instance, the pawn next to the rook on the right side, close to the corner? We try to capture the rook afterwards.
Yeah, I can do that, but then we still gotta play on this board. Wait, but it has unlocked this board.
It has?
It's unlocked this one, yeah, so we can make another move now.
Okay. We could take their bishop, I guess, with the pawn. And hopefully that changes in the other boards what that bishop can do.
I don't.
Although it will not change the past, it will only change the future.
Yeah. We still have to resolve this one at somehow.
And it still doesn't let you block the check, right?
Okay, hang on. So, where's the check coming from?
It's
the check? It's on this world line.
Uh-huh. So it's that the whole the E file, where the two kings are, and it's also the file next to it, the D file, because of the other dimensions.
Oh, my brain is melting.
Oh, mine has melted like half an hour ago.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
I like this a lot. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a guest.
No problem. This is good. It's fun to stream together.
The good thing is, then, I saw Hikaru trying to understand it. For those of you who don't follow chess that much, Hikaru Nakamura is one of the top chess grandmasters in the world. He's a 5-time US champion and he's the #1 chess streamer. He didn't understand it either, so I think we are fine then. I think we are fine.
That's good. If I...
So we still need to counter that check, and that's where we are stuck.
Yeah, it's literally just stopping this one red reality.
Yeah. So the idea of both chats was to try to capture that queen in the past. Is there any board from the past where we could somehow get to that square where the opponent's queen is checking from in the present?
We have 3 boards, and then this is the world line that's causing us trouble.
So our 3 boards are, there's this one in the present and 2 in the future. Those
How
are
far
the
back
3
can I
boards?
send this queen?
Oh, you can click on those as well? Let's go
What if
back
I send
in
it
time.
all the way back?
Yes, let's go back in time. Let's travel again.
Yes!
Oh, we did it!
I think we've avoided it.
Wait, okay, so now the present, only in the future that check will be an issue. Until then we are fine, right?
I think so.
It feels like that, right? Yeah, because the game keeps going.
Oh no, because this reality still exists.
Does it?
We're still being caught in this one reality. I don't see how to solve it, but there is some way to do it because it's not telling us the game's over.
So what if that timeline where it says present on one of those boards, we're gonna try to move our queen in a way that it's gonna capture their queen in the future. The one that's giving check. Can we do that?
I don't know. I don't. Even moving the king like that just doesn't help.
Where's the present now? Is it back? No. It has
Which
jumped
reality
back.
are we on?
No. What is going on?
First move, and people are saying move the queen to the past, but this queen can't go to the past, only parallel dimensions.
Yeah.
The 4-queen board could save you. We don't have the 4-queen board.
Where's our 4-queen board, by the way? Is it inactive?
It's currently inactive, yeah.
Oh.
It's down here.
Oh no. We're gonna have to wait for our opponent to travel in time, and then it could become active. But there are so many branches. How do we know which branches will be activated?
We don't.
That's great.
we just don't.
Okay, so we still need to figure out how to get rid of that queen.
That queen is causing so much trouble.
How did you do it when you went back in time and we weren't in check in the present?
I mean, I just went really far back. But the line goes back. But
yeah.
that board still needs to be resolved because it exists currently. We live in hope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
And the same about our position, because our king is still in check. Then what do we do?
We live in hope.
We live in hope. We need to solve this. We need to solve this.
I don't. Oh, there is some solution. So, the way I am seeing it, right, is I think, because if I do like a parallel view,
Yeah.
their queen. Wait, okay, let's map it with our own queen.
Mhm.
So you can get a sense of the movement with the queens, what happens. And their queen is across every parallel board here, it's moving down one. So what I need to do is I'm trying to get a piece on one of these boards so that it basically blocks the queen.
I see. You want to block it, so we could either block it or the other option was to try to capture it, right? That was the suggestion of the chat to... I guess both would work if we find a way to do that, but how do we know which square would have that effect? So if we do it in the past, how would it impact the present?
Because, like, that's the thing that I don't quite get. If I put a king there, maybe? No. No, because we...
There's so many branches.
I don't know if I can affect these ones. Either capture the queen or go back to the past, but we can't go that far back.
How far does it let you go back?
This is the furthest I can go back is to here.
And on that board, okay, they have a knight there. That's annoying. I was gonna try to move the queen to h4 in one of the realities.
Wait, that do it?
Did you manage? Just when my Twitch died again. As long as we win at the game, it's fine.
I was able to submit the move.
You did it? What was the move?
It was to take a queen back to the past and have it die to a horse, apparently.
Wait a second. So you went back to the past and you moved the knight in a way that it will capture the future queen?
So my queen went back in time to capture their knight, and somehow that's moved the world line back far enough where their queen can no longer make that maneuver to stop us. But now we know that's coming, so now I can get a piece in position to stop it, I think.
Oh, I still don't fully understand it, but we have gained time so that we can get ready for that possible future, right?
We have time.
Great.
I can still play on some of the current boards, but what I can do is, oh no, no, the issue still exists. I think actually.
Oh no, just when I thought that you solved it, because I couldn't solve it, but it felt like you found a solution.
Oh yeah, no. So okay, so the solution I think is just to stay in the past as long as we can and just hope reality doesn't catch up with us.
Can we win in the past?
No. No, I don't think we can.
So we can only win in the present. Or no, wait. It's the combination of different dimensions, present and past.
If I send this over to this reality, that. Oh, I'm dying.
Oh no.
It's this one board. I think I need to just go back in time again. I think I need to just like delay it as much as I can.
Yeah, but how did you do it again with when that check was not an issue? So you managed to solve it temporarily, right? We just
by pushing the timeline back, yeah. But I need to engineer so a piece comes into this reality here to help me.
Oh, so we need our, for instance, queen or knight on that file.
I think that'll do it.
Did it?
Maybe.
No.
No.
I thought it had solved the issue.
Because the timeline issue, although I hopped over here, this initial one is still problematic, and I haven't quite fixed that timeline.
Yeah.
I think I need to go back in time again.
Yes, let's do it. That's our only chance, apparently.
Let's just go back in time. We'll fix it.
So when we go back in time...
I'm trying to see what I can move back in time.
Yeah, which one will it let us jump back to?
It'll only let us go back slightly here.
To that one. But is that the present?
I mean, it pushes it back slightly. We just have the same issue. We lost.
How? What has changed that makes it now not only a check but a checkmate?
So I think we ran out of... So basically, he had checkmate set up with that queen the entire game.
Yeah.
And all I could do was delay the inevitable by going back in time.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the present has caught up to that point.
I see.
And we can no longer delay the inevitable.
Oh, that's unlucky. But I think we learned from this. Maybe we will need to have our king a bit more sheltered for the next one, so that there's no check on
possibly,
on open files.
Yeah. The king seems really vulnerable because you got to protect it like across all these dimensions.
And that's how you won in the previous game, because they weakened the diagonal toward the king. So apparently in this type of chess, in 5D chess, you need to be very careful. Kind of like you need pieces blocking the way toward your king constantly.
I think so, yeah.
Let's try this again, then we can do it.
Okay.
I think we can do it.
CPU again. I don't know if we're ready for actual people just yet.
Yeah.
Our brains are just melting. So I really need to protect.
Welcome back, everyone. I sure hope that the chat will work. I sure hope.
Yeah, me too. You know, I would actually love to play like some proper games of chess with you again sometime, because it's been so long since we've got to do that.
Yeah, we wanted to set up a chess stream like ages ago, but we were so busy all the time that I think we never got to do it. But I would love to do it. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be really good fun.
Imagine how easy traditional chess will feel like after this.
Oh. I just died.
Dan! Dan!
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No! Dan! No!
He beat me in 3 moves.
That wasn't the plan. We wanted to shield the king, remember?
Oh yeah, no, I shouldn't have made him so exposed.
No, it's okay. I think you didn't see the pawn hanging because I was distracting you with their future stream plans, and then you got checkmated.
Oh,
Let's try this again.
it's okay.
That didn't happen. No one has seen it. It's not like thousands of you watching. It has not happened.
There's no one here.
Never
there's
happened.
No one here. You didn't see anything.
Let's blink it away, guys. It has never happened. This is the right game where we are playing with the white pieces. And we're gonna try to shield the king as much as possible.
Yeah, we gotta shield this guy. I'm gonna go like really like just turtled up here.
Flank attack.
Move the rook out. I'm keeping all of these guys here.
The only issue is that if we don't move any of those central pawns, it's gonna be more difficult for us to get our queen out and somehow attack them. So we are very...
We'll worry about that later.
Yes, true. We need to survive the first 3 moves just for our own pride.
Oh no. Okay, alright, I'm gonna...
Maybe the...
Ballsy play here, slight opening.
Yeah, a bit of an opening is fine, but not...
Oh no, he sent his king back in time.
So that means that in the future on that board there's no king, but in the current present moment there's 2 kings of theirs.
Yes, I can't move my queen back in time too because the queen hasn't moved. Oh no.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, I can't do as much because we're a bit stockpiled here. I can redeem. We only have 2 boards at the moment, so it shouldn't be too difficult to follow right now. The fact that he has 2 kings in this reality should, in theory, make it easier to get him into check.
That's true. So let's see, how could we get to one of those kings?
The problem is, it's all blocked up right now.
Can we jump with the knight closer to the king to b5 or d5 if we jump to on that board? Yes. I can
move one of these across realities.
What will that do to the current position?
It means we'll lose a knight on this board, but I could pop it. Oh no, that would create another branching path. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't then, because might be hard to follow.
Yeah, maybe we could let our opponent do more branches, and then they will have some inactive branches.
Maybe.
This is so tricky. Yeah, let's open up. I think. Yeah, I like that move.
Okay. So I got a bishop boy here.
Oh, that's great because we could capture the queen.
Yes. So that might help us. That's what I was thinking.
That's a great move. That's
thank you.
A grandmaster move.
Thank you.
Approved.
You think they'd ever play like 5D chess with time travel in like official tournaments?
Maybe. Since a couple of the chess streamers are trying it out too, maybe it will start to become even more known and popular, hopefully. I have not tried it myself, so this is completely new to me. You are teaching me how to play 5D chess.
I mean, teaching is a broad word. I don't know. Doing my best.
So we can now take the queen, right? Oh, it's not our turn. Well, we're gonna take the queen.
I can take the queen there.
Okay, great.
So that's good in that reality where there's now 2 kings and no queen.
And we are giving check to one of those kings.
Yes, we are. So, and you know, he can just easily take that.
Yeah.
If I put this here, do we win? Because I don't think... Can he take the bishop?
What does it depend on if they can take it or not? Because in traditional chess, the queen would be able to take it, but here, is it that they need to deal with the check on the other board and cannot take our bishop on this one?
I'm wondering... Yeah, because I'm wondering if this like bishop is going to protect this bishop, oddly, between world lines. You see?
I understand. So they could possibly take it, but we're gonna take their queen with a bishop from a different dimension. Is that?
I mean, we can try it.
Yes, let's go. I like it.
Submit.
Let's do it. What did they do?
So
they're scared.
that bishop did not work the way we thought it would.
But at least they couldn't capture our bishop on the bottom board.
Yeah, this bishop is just chilling here.
It's
so he's
chilling.
okay.
Yeah, that bishop could capture their rook in the corner. We could take that piece. On the bottom board, we have a rook.
Yeah, we might as well do that.
And on the top board, this is where we need to hunt down the king, because they got 2. And their queen is gone from this board, because this is where we took it. So that's great.
Yeah, the queen has left this reality, unfortunately.
Wait, what if now we use our queen? Because I think we need the queen in order to win the game. That's the most powerful piece, I assume, in 5D chess as well. Yeah, I like that move. That's great.
Okay, put that there. Oh, he's evacuated another king. Hang on.
What?
So his king just went back in time to set up this reality.
Where did it go? Why is it pointing at our bishop? Oh, it went back in time to capture our bishop.
Yeah, he took the bishop in the past, unfortunately.
How on earth is that possible? Like, how? How is this possible?
So, if there's a way to protect this queen, I think I can get him in checkmate across these 2 realities. I think we should address this one first, because this one's on its own.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to create another branch in reality.
Would it help if we tried to get 2 queens on that board, or will we not do that because it didn't work in the previous game? I don't know if it's a good strategy or not, because it feels like it was gonna work, but we only had that board in the future.
Yeah. I can just sit him there and be awkward, maybe.
I like that, yeah, because the king on c6, that's a very adventurous piece. It's not supposed to be out there in the wilderness.
We'll just make it as awkward as we can and like try and confuse the AI.
Yeah. I like this board for us because we are queen up and their king is being soon attacked by our knight and queen.
Yeah, the king is threatened there. Okay, they got a queen here. They're gonna get this rook unless I move. So just put that there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh god, wait. Okay, hang on. So
wait, how did that happen?
Okay, so the queen in this reality decided to leave. That does make their king here in this reality very vulnerable.
True.
So the queen's now back in this world.
Oh, they brought it back because that's the board where we had a winning advantage. A queen trying to attack their king without a black queen. So that's why they brought it back, because we were going to win on that board.
Yeah.
But this means that now the board where the king is out there on c6, we could try to win that one. Because now they are missing a queen on that board. Can we just give a check with the queen on that board?
Which board? This one?
In the past, the top
one. This one?
Yeah. If we give a check with the queen on the diagonal.
Yes. Okay, so we can do that.
In the past. So in the present. What has happened in the present?
I think that's gonna help us because that's gonna limit. That's gonna put that in check. I think in all of these timelines we're having this queen here. I hope. We just gotta work out these 2 boards now.
And on those 2 boards, I think we are doing well on those boards, but it's so confusing that on one of them there's no king. Like, what are we supposed to do on that board?
I know. I'm gonna just put the rook here. I'm gonna just try and move that into the bishop and then maybe put it where their king is and see if we can get like a sideways check or something.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Maybe.
I think that should work. I like your strategy.
Thank you.
This is absolute big brain 5D chess. I'm still
it's living up to the
confused.
namesake.
Yeah. It's very complex, but fascinating at the same time. What has just happened? We won the game! Dan, you did it!
Wait,
Big
did we?
brain!
We
Right
won?
hand! You won it! You did it!
I didn't even move that piece.
You won the game! How did you do that?
I don't know.
5D chess! 5D chess!
How did I win?
How did we do it?
I don't understand.
So
But
which board
apparently,
are we
yeah,
winning
that.
the present because no, it's the future together with. Wait,
What happened?
I'm trying to understand why that one is the winning.
Cause you can see the play. Like I moved this knight. Like that's all I did.
So we are winning because our queen from G4 in the past is attacking also the king. It goes all the way back to the previous board, and the king on D7 is checkmated because they cannot go anywhere if we consider all of the dimensions. Is that the reason? Oh,
But
wait a second. I feel like I started to understand it. Because, for instance, if we look at that past board where the arrow is pointing, on that board it feels like the king has lots of moves. But there's another dimension where there's a queen blocking the EA square. So I'm guessing in all dimensions there's something in the
Yes.
way. Or it's illegal because our piece is guarding it. Wow.
So I think I understand it. So it's like the king. So the queen is here, and if we just map its trajectory, so
Yes.
the queen goes to here, goes to here, goes to here, and the reason that checkmate occurred on that turn is because we just added a tile onto the timeline, meaning that it was able to line up that trajectory.
I think so. I think that's what is happening, but it's so confusing. At the
I
same
just-
time, it's marvelous.
Yeah.
This is absolute big brain.
Oh my
You
god!
did it, Dan. You did it. You solved 5D chess.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm telling you, after this, traditional chess will feel like it's super easy. It's gonna be like you're a grandmaster in no time after solving 5D chess.
Oh god! I mean, I don't think my head will hurt as much if I play regular chess after this.
That would make a cool thumbnail. How this looks. Those many boards.
Just
those
welcome to 5D
dimensions.
chess.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get a thumbnail shot of like that with like the arrows or something all like traveling through them.
Yeah, I like the one where it's like it's cutting through the different boards.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. Thank you so much for showing me 5D chess, Dan. I feel like I understand it now a lot more than when I was trying to watch videos about it, because I guess it's better once you try it yourself, because watching it, I saw the teaser and I saw a part of Hikaru's stream when he was trying to understand 5D chess, and I did not pick up anything. Like, I was just trying to watch, but it was, as you said, it melts your brain.
Yeah, it just like because you can't anticipate everything like at
Yeah.
all. Like it's impossible to foresee everything.
True, but at least when it's you playing, then you figure out which moves are possible, which dimensions you can go back to. So I think it helps to understand when you are the person playing the game.
Oh my god.
This is great.
This is great. I was gonna ask if you would be interested in playing a game of it yourself. Because I believe this thing's just on Steam. I was wondering if you want to give it a go yourself, and I can like just watch on your end if you want to give it a go.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Sure. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time for it. I have a coaching session in half an hour. How long do you think the game
Oh
will
no,
take? Or-
that's okay then. Yeah, if you it's a 10 megabyte file. Like it's the only thing. Like
Oh, I
it's not
see.
too big.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna download it. Can we do this
Okay.
another time in the future too? Or,
Yeah,
or I
no.
could play through your game, like if I tell you,
You
the
wanna-
moves?
Okay, I mean I could try communicate it for you.
Let's try one more game. Let's try
Okay,
one more game.
Do you want to go like aggressive or?
Weak. No, let's go regular. Was it
Okay.
regular or aggressive, the previous?
The last one was aggressive.
Really? But it was a long game. Maybe we need a shorter one for this, because
Okay.
I can't make my students wait, but
No,
I
that's
think
completely fair.
we're gonna win. We're gonna win this one easily. I can feel it. This is gonna
Okay.
be great. Let's move the pawn in front of the queen 2 squares. We're gonna go aggressive in this one, but then I'm gonna try to block that diagonal, because I'm feeling like this is making our king vulnerable. So we
Okay.
will now block it with the knight. We're gonna jump from the left
This one?
side, the left knight to c3 or d2. Yeah, both. Anything that blocks the king, I think will work. Yeah.
Sorry, so D2 or C3?
Let's make c3 so we have more space for the queen. I hope that will help.
Okay. Okay, so where do you want to go?
Oh, we could move the pawn again and do the same that you did in the previous game with the bishop to attack the queen. If we move our pawn in front of the king just 1 square, and then the bishop will go out to b5. h5? What is this AI up
Here?
for? Bishop out to b5, attack the queen. I think they will block it though. They can play something in between the bishop and the queen.
Yeah, they can just pop a pawn out there.
But maybe they will not. Okay, they did. Would it make sense now to go back in time, or what would that do?
So if we go back in time, you can kind of see if I hover over.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go back in time to here and kind of threaten this queen a little bit if you want.
Yeah, let's do
but
that. Or they will do the same. They will still push the pawn, right?
I think so, but actually, if you do this though, that'll count as your move, so you'll lose the bishop in this timeline too.
Oh, then.
So
we
this
could just
timeline will be
move
significantly weaker.
Yeah, we just move the bishop back for now. Maybe we move it in front of the queen on the same file as our queen.
There.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, that's very aggressive and certainly not a good strategy in traditional chess. I sure hope in 5D chess is bad too, pushing h5 and g5. Let's
Yeah,
get...
he's kind of lost his wall.
Yeah, I think this level is certainly a lot weaker than the previous we tried. Let's get our other knight out to develop our pieces. That should be fine in 5D
To here?
chess too. Yes.
Okay. We've got no time travel yet.
And now we could hop with that very same knight into the center and attack their queen.
Yes. Okay.
They just moved it. So far it's traditional chess. What if we get our queen out to where the knight was earlier, and then we are targeting the king? We are threatening to take that pawn next to the king.
Yes.
Imagine
Is this
we
just
just
traditional
win.
chess right now?
Exactly, imagine. We're gonna
he's not gone
checkmate
back
him.
in time.
Why is... Okay, that blocks our idea, so black is not lost. But this is still just 1 dimension.
Could we? Let's see. I'm trying to see where this queen can go. And just let me... Okay, history view. The queen. Okay, so the queen... Let's see, where can we get it?
Wait, it's saying in the past we could take the pawn next to the king, but then there's nothing guarding it, or it would be guarded by our queen in the present. Because there's this pawn next to the king, that's the one we were trying to capture, and it's pointing at it. The white arrow is pointing at it in the past. What does that mean?
So it would create a different timeline, I believe. So the present queen would not protect the past queen, I think, when we go back. So I think it would just disappear. Because it's on like a different branch and path.
I see. What do you think we should do then?
I mean, like, playing traditional chess seems to be working quite well.
Okay, we're gonna win in traditional chess.
Just ignore the 5D element, and it seems to be a lot easier to understand.
I guess what could happen is that our opponent will change the present. They will go back in past. If they are not doing well in the present, they will go back in time to change the present.
They'll change at some point.
I guess in the meantime we could just castle. We could castle with the king. I don't know what happens in 5D chess when you castle. How will it affect the rest of the dimensions?
Oh,
The
okay, so
bishop
there's a
out.
bishop that's come out.
That's quite annoying, I must say.
Yeah,
We
this
could
is not...
take it. It's getting very dangerous there, but we could still take it. I hope that we don't get checkmated. Like in traditional chess, I see a defense against the checkmate, but I don't know how it's gonna be in 5D chess. If we capture
Yeah.
the bishop with the knight.
So I half expect just the red arrow is going to come up in a few turns like, well, checkmate, you should have seen that like play like 4 turns ago. Like...
Yeah, I'm afraid that it's gonna do something like we take the bishop and then they will take with the knight and then the queen will be next to our king and it says checkmate because it was the previous dimensions. Maybe for that reason we just no, we don't have many squares with the queen.
I mean, here's where we're at with the queen's trajectory.
Goodness me.
We could move it into this reality and kind of get it like all snug in there, and it
Let's
might
do
avoid this
that.
like cluster mess.
I like your idea because that would prevent the bishop move because that's the pawn that's guarding the bishop.
Yeah, and if he moves the bishop as well, like, yeah, then they can
Yeah,
get that rook.
let's do that.
Okay.
Let's go back in past. This is time. This is the
Okay.
time to travel again.
So we're back in time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, he's going.
What has he done?
So he took his horse from this timeline
Yeah.
and he's moved that back into what's now the future.
Oh my. Because they want in the future. And in that dimension, we don't have a queen.
We don't have a queen in that dimension now. But we do have a very strong position we can do here.
I like that one. Yeah, we could checkmate on that board if we take the bishop. Sorry, a pawn. I didn't see what piece we have on that square next to
No
the
worries.
king.
If we take that, and then on this board, so we still have to play out this reality.
Yeah. So we just need to survive on this board and we want to win in the other one.
Yes, I think that's the game plan.
I like it. I think that should work. I guess we need to keep that knight on e5 because it's blocking the queen. I'm afraid that once we move it, that queen will have a path toward our king, and that could somehow, in different dimensions, checkmate us. I feel like.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying.
What if on this board we just try to develop the rest of our pieces and we just say move the bishop from the back rank 1 square, even if it's not doing much, we are surviving for now.
Just pop him there. Yeah, you just take 5 there. Future board isn't doing too well. Oh no, what has he done?
Wait a second, what has just happened?
Okay, so the bishop in this reality has traveled very far back in time. Specifically to take this pawn.
Yeah.
And has thus created a new reality up here where the bishop is now in this center space. But that's honestly not that bad because we can probably just take this bishop in this reality.
Yeah, let's do that. It's a free bishop, right?
Just get that with the pawn.
Huh. So that didn't help them. Which one is our board where we were attacking the king? Can we go back to that one?
So it's not our turn on that board currently.
Okay. But it's still an active board, right?
Sorry?
It's still an active board, right?
Yes. It should be, yeah, because the arrow is purple and this one's caught up.
Good, good. As long as we have that board, I think we're gonna win.
So we still just have to survive on this one, which is just becoming like a nightmare state.
It's difficult. It's definitely difficult without the queen. But for now, they are not attacking our king. We could maybe... How do we threaten their pieces? It's difficult.
I could move the horse back to here, maybe?
I'm just worried about moving it away from the diagonal because I feel like something bad will happen. I have a bad feeling about this.
Getting a bad feeling there.
Yeah, what if we just for now keep it all closed and we'll move the rooks toward the central files even though it's not doing much, but it's just...
Like there?
Yeah, it should be a useful move, not doing that much as of now, but everything is blocked.
Yeah, it's just gridlock there at the moment. Oh god, okay, so he went back in time again.
he went back in time, which
So-
means
His queen in this reality has gone into this reality,
yeah.
which means that. So he's now got 2 queens in this timeline. I think Twitch is coming back now slowly as well. It's it is having
great.
some difficulty.
Thank you guys
How's it
for
going?
letting us know. Hopefully it's working. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Even if you couldn't chat earlier, hopefully it will be working now.
Hopefully.
I like how my moderator just created a comment for you, by the way, RT, that says RT is Anna's friend and elite gamer. He plays hardcore games like Cooking Mama and Minecraft. Follow him here at twitch.tv/RTGameCrowd.
Yes, the most hardcore of games.
Thanks so much, Doom. That's the perfect description. But we could add so many titles to that. And very wholesome human being, first and foremost.
Oh, thank you. No, right back at you.
Thank you so much, Dan. You've always been such a good friend.
No, you too. You've always been there for me. Oh, we're getting very sentimental now.
So I'm thinking we are living in the same country and yet we can't meet. It's so bad. Hopefully in a few months, I sure hope that things will start feeling more normal soon.
No, the moment stuff settles and that we can meet up again, that's gonna be good.
Yeah. We're gonna do so many choreographies with Just Dance and all that crazy
Yes.
stuff.
Just Dance and chess.
Yes, hardcore gaming.
Okay, so
Wait,
I'm
what does
just
that
trying
do?
to see if there's anything we can do. I have this lovely like arrow view.
That's so pretty. That's the thumbnail kind of arrow. Yeah, I like it.
Oh no.
What does that mean though? I'm looking
So
at
the queen
it like
can
this
move
is
diagonally.
art.
The queen can also move diagonally across
Yeah.
dimensions that are in a diagonal fashion.
Goodness me. Which means that we could go back in the past on that diagonal if we want to, but do we want to?
Well, I mean, it's kind of the future now. If we go there, we can
Oh.
go to this alternate timeline here if we want to move our queen there.
On
Yeah,
which
the active
boards?
boards currently it's just these 2 at the top.
Those two. And they still haven't made a move on the board where we want to win.
No,
When do
but
they
I
have to make a move on that board?
they keep bringing it back in time. So if we just don't bring
Oh.
it back in time, then they can't go back in time this turn.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, let's do that because we want them to have to make a move on that other board.
Yeah, because that's the one where we're really like pushing them.
Exactly.
So we just
Exactly.
we still need to play smart on these 2 top boards here.
Yeah.
I mean, in this reality, this can now go here, which is interesting.
That's a perfect move. Again, attacking the king. They don't have a queen on this board. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so yeah, that can go there.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this reality,
Yeah.
okay, they got 2 queens there, which is a bit worrying. We can take one of the queens if we just want to play it very safe and just be like, don't let them run away with 2. That honestly might not be bad if you
I
get
like
rid of a
that
queen.
idea. And it will not affect the position where we are trying to win, right? Or will it take away the queens from that board?
I don't think so. I think it will maintain our strength. So if we take that, submit. We won!
We won? Just when Anna Maya, the birthday girl, thank you so much Anna Maya for the raid. Happy birthday to Anna Maya. This is our present to Anna Maya apparently. This is my good friend RTGame. It's Anna Maya's birthday and we have just won at 5D chess. How did we do it then?
Oh, first of all, happy birthday. Second of all, so it turns out getting to that modern day board, that put that queen in a position where it could take 4 kings in across realities.
4 kings. You have captured 4.
Oh my god.
Goodness me. This is crazy stuff.
Just look at this.
Okay, that's a thumbnail.
Because, like, that's what it could do.
Wow. You did it.
Oh, no, we did it. We were working together on that one.
That queen on
Oh,
f7. So
Jesus.
that's the one that decided the game, right? Thank you so much to Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura for raiding to. Then let me
Oh
introduce
my
you
God,
again
he's
because
there.
this is the #1 chess streamer on the planet, Hikaru. I heard that he was trying to raid earlier, but it wasn't working because the chat was broken. Thank you so much, Hikaru, for keep on trying and for letting the raid actually happen. I'm playing 5D chess with my good friend RTGame crowd.
How's it going?
I heard that Hikaru tried. I actually have seen a bit of that. But then, what do we think of 5D chess? And are you ready to challenge Hikaru at 5D chess in the future?
Yes, I'm more than ready to take him out. Hikaru, if you're still there, 1v1 me, bro. Alright, I can take you. Alright?
This is absolute 5-head chess. 5D chess, 5-head moves. I feel like this final position, so we've just won the game. Those of you joining from Hikaru's and Anamaya's channels, we won because Dan, can you explain again why have we won the game?
Yes.
Our queen
I think so. We got 4 kings in check, I believe, across different realities.
yeah.
And specifically, it's this queen here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of see the arrow. So it's threatening this parallel reality. It's threatening the future. It's also threatening the past, this parallel past.
Yeah.
And we were just waiting for the present to catch up with this one board play most of the game. Because it was a very threatening position and it just like stopped too many realities.
Yeah.
Wait,
this is.
Oh, sorry, it's 5 kings as well, because this reality as well. So yeah, the present board as well. It's getting that one too.
Whoa.
5 kings.
This is some crazy stuff. Wait, and now Hikaru's second raid is coming through. How many times can we receive a raid from the same channel? Hikaru, thank you again. We are playing 5D
Hikaru.
chess with my good friend RTGame. Let's pretend I haven't done the intro before.
He's back again!
Yeah, multiple raids. Thank you so much, Hikaru, again. This is like 5D chess. 5D Twitch means that there are parallel universes, dimensions, and you can get multiple raids from the same channel.
It's like the moment Twitch removed the PogChamp, entire site's broken. Like
Apparently.
it's all gone to hell.
Apparently.
Oh,
This
no.
is so confusing but amusing at the same time. I feel like we have learned a lot, but we are still very confused and not fully understanding how we did all this.
You can't understand this game. Like I refuse to like accept a world where it's like, yeah, it just makes perfect sense.
But it was so much fun. Thank you so much for inviting me to do this together with you, Dan. This is a lot
bother
of
at
fun.
all. It's been great crack.
Definitely.
Do you need to go set up ahead of 10 o'clock?
I think
for
I'm
your
just
thing?
gonna take a quick bathroom break because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to
fair.
host the coaching session if I have to start straight away. So I may have to drop the call, but here's to a very soon an upcoming collab where we play traditional chess and it's gonna feel very
Yes.
easy.
In comparison.
Yes, it's gonna be so easy. There's only one dimension and one king to hunt down.
Oh god, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be great fun.
Let's do
No,
that.
thank you so much for coming on the stream today, Anna.
My
best of luck with the
pleasure.
stream too. I hope you get on well.
Thank
you so much for stopping by.
Again, shout out to Dan. If you guys are not following RTGame Crowd, please do. We have a comment on my channel so that you can click on the link. Hopefully Twitch is not that broken anymore and you can click on the link and follow Dan. He definitely deserves it. He creates all sorts of fun variety content, variety gaming and chess content as well. As now you can see he has just taught me 5D chess.
I tried. Oh no, I'll look right back at you as well. Like, thank you so much. Everyone from my channel, if you want to see Anna's stuff, it's just Anna_chess. You'll find it. She's on
Thank
Twitter
you.
and YouTube as well.
Thank you. That's my name. That's how it's written in my passport too. Anna_chess. Yeah. So true. Thank you so much, Dan, for the collab. And let's schedule another one. We should come up with a date that's soon, because if we don't do it soon, we're gonna forget about it. But we will have we will have a stream where we play traditional chess. And there are all sorts of cool variants of traditional chess too, and we can play fun variants and hand and brain and other variants that are very entertaining to watch.
Sounds like a plan. No, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, awesome. Have a great day, Dan, and thank you again for having me as a guest. Thank you so much for watching. This was streamed live on my Twitch channel where I stream full time, 5 days a week. Do catch us live next time or follow the highlights and the votes here on my YouTube channel. In either case, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much again and bye for now. Until the next time.